Reducing credit card debt using the Snowball method, brought to you by Debtopedia.com. Juggling more than one credit card payment every month can be stressful, and making minimum payments just ensures that you pay a lot of interest without being able to fully pay off your card anytime soon. There are several ways of consolidating credit card debt, but one of the most effective for a lot of people is what's known as the Snowball method. Using this method, you basically focus on one card at a time, paying each one off as you go. The first step is to make a list of all your cards with their minimum payments, interest rates, and current balances. Then the next step is to determine how much extra you can pay every month toward those balances while still making the minimum payment on all cards. Starting with the card with the lowest balance, add that extra payment amount to the minimum payment every month until that card is fully paid off. So in our example here of the three cards that we have, the lowest balance is $100. The minimum payment is $10. And we, for the purpose of the example, we'll say we have $100 per month that we can make over and above the minimum payments. So we take that first card with the balance of $100. The minimum payment is $10, so we'd be making that anyway. And our extra payment is $100 that we can put towards it. Now, if we put towards $100 towards that, we're actually going to be over the balance. So in the first month, we only need to use $90 towards it plus the $10 minimum to pay that card off. And then it's done. Once the first card's paid off, you take the card with the next highest balance and do the same thing. You add the payment you were making on the first card to the minimum payment for the second one and pay that amount every month until that card is also fully paid off. So back to our example, we've got the second card, the second lowest balance was $750, where we're making a minimum payment of $35. And to that we can add $145 or $110 additional. We've got the $100 additional monthly payment that we can make, plus the $10 minimum from the first card that we no longer need to make. So our total monthly payment on the second card is now $145. Basically continue doing this, adding the payment from the cleared card to the minimum for the next lowest balance card until they're all paid off. So moving on to our third card, our balance is $3,400 with a minimum payment of $125. And to that $125 minimum payment, we can now add the $145 payment that we no longer need to make on the second card that's been paid off. So our total monthly payment is $270. Now we'll look at some alternative ways to use the Snowball method. By focusing on the card with the smallest balance, you'll be able to see faster results, which is a big motivator for a lot of people. There is a disadvantage to doing it this way, however. Starting with the lower balance means it will cost you more money in interest before the cards are all paid off. Because the interest compounds, it will add up faster on the cards with higher balances. Plus, the card with the lowest balance may not have the highest interest rates, so you could also wind up paying more interest here as well. If minimizing the interest paid is your main concern, you can either start with the credit card with the highest balance or the one with the highest interest rate, and then work through them the same way. When one is paid off, move to the next highest. This method will take longer to get the first cards paid off, however, so it will take willpower to continue making the extra payments. If willpower is a problem, and it often is the reason for the credit card debt in the first place, then it may be better to pay extra interest to choose the more motivating method. For more helpful information about paying off credit card debt, visit www.debtopedia.com, where you can also get a free copy of my special report, The Secrets of Credit Card Debt.